folks. We just did a session on how to bulletproof your back, so that will be available pretty soon if you have any issues with your back. But what we're going to do now is we're going to talk about how to improve your posture to fix a crouch if you have a crouch. And Frankie is also going to talk about how to fix your neck and shoulders as well. So do you want to get started?
Yes. Before I start with any movement, I just want to set a little disclaimer that every movement that I show here will not fix your back or your posture overnight. It's the daily implementation of getting up every day, being intentional with, holy shit, I need to fix my posture, excuse my language, and then taking 5 to 10 minutes of your day daily for the next month to help supplement. If it took you years for you to get in this bad crouch position, don't try to fix it overnight. But do know that this done repetitively over time will make your posture look like mine, which is amazing. Okay? So we're gonna start off with something that I like to call a Brugger, right? And it's basically just an external rotation move where I hinge my hips, right? I keep my spine neutral, I keep my chin tucked in, I keep my elbows close to my side, and then I use my shoulders and my shoulder blades to open up my posture with a simple movement here. Now, what I notice a lot of my clients do is they're doing a couple of these, and then slowly their body starts to come up into this position. Keep yourself hinged, keep your core engaged, keep your elbows tight, and open up as far as we can. Again, I call this movement Brugger's, but they're basically just shoulder external rotation movements. You want to do these for about 20, 30 seconds. And that's movement number one to fixing your posture. From movement number one, we'll jump to movement number two. Give a little bit of a rest. Go back to that hinge position. Thumbs out, lead with your thumb. I'm still here. I'm going straight up over my head.
What do you call these?
I call these Y raises just because you end in like this Y position here. But right. You hinge. So you really, if I could keep my core engaged through movement, it takes a lot for my core to keep me up in a good posture position. So you want to challenge that and practice that by being in positions that put your core to work. So you hinge over, you engage your core, you keep your arms fully extended. Think about getting them over your head. See, even just showing you guys these with good form, good intention, I'm starting to feel it. And we have little muscles in our back that run alongside our rhomboid that are very, very skinny muscles that help hold your shoulders up from your chest for women who have breasts, for men who have breasts, right? We're so pronated inside. You got to get all those muscles so that they can work almost like, what are those overall sleeves, or what are those called? The
overalls.
The overalls, how the overalls have that support from the back end to help the front end stay clipped, right? So same thing with our body. You develop muscles in the back to help the front end stay secure. So this is the second movement, Y raise. And the third thing that I promise you, you gel it all together. You're gonna put your hands behind your head. You're gonna prop your chest open and
behind
forward.
Behind your back.
What's up?
Behind your back.
Hands behind your back. My bad. Hands behind your back. I like to palm it, just like this. You can see from this side position, I'm already in a way better position. And then I purposely crouch inside, and then I purposely reverse it as far as I can. Crouch inside, into a shell, open up.
These really work.
Crouch inside, open up. And these are a great movement. And you put all of them together and do them daily, I promise you, I will help your posture with the longevity and keeping them strong and healthy for years to come.
You want to show the three of them together, maybe like a few of one, a few of the, because it's kind of like a sequence.
Yeah, so you try these with me if you have some time in your hands so you could just learn. We're going to hinge. I'm going to give you 3 reps of each one. You're going to hinge forward. You're going to keep your core engaged. Pin your elbows to your sides and open up. 2, 3. From there, here, Y raise. Core tight. 2, 3. And the final movement, you stand straight up, you palm your hands together, bring it inside, engage it outside. Bring your shoulders inside, open your shoulders up as far as you can. Inside, as far as we can. One more.
One of the things this is really good for is offsetting sitting, because sitting creates that crouch over time. We always talk about that.
Being able to come back up. And being intentional with it and trying to get better every day is a big, big process to it. Don't forget about your posture. Try to remember every day that you have a bad posture and you need to do something to get it better. Okay?
Yeah, it seems like the natural world today, you're almost rigged to have bad posture because there's so much sitting when you're driving, sitting when you're eating, sitting when you're working and on your laptop, and there's not as much standing and with good posture as they're used to. So then doing this every day, you can offset the natural things against you and get good posture back little by little. Let's talk about neck. A lot of folks get soreness on their neck and they don't realize there's things that you can do to improve your neck mobility, and then that will improve your neck mobility and strength, and that will help with that.
One thing about the neck that I could tell you that I want you to take home with you today is the neck are very strong movements that don't demand a lot of progressive overload or outside weight to get them stronger. I've been doing MMA for the past 3-4 years, and one thing I've learned about MMA neck exercises is your own head weight is enough strength to help you get your neck stronger. You just need to improve your range of motion and putting them in uncomfortable situations. For example, I'm not making you guys do this, but for example, being able to put your head in uncomfortable situations and make your neck work is all you need to get it stronger. But I'm going to show you guys a couple of things here today to help alleviate some neck stiffness and then to give you some exercises to help you get them stronger at the same time once you've helped with neck stiffness. So first movement that I want to show you guys is just being able to grab your neck. Grabbing the top of your head. I'm grabbing the right side of my head right now and pulling it to the left, towards the left side, engaging a nice stretch on this right side of my neck here. And if you put your right hand behind your head, you're gonna feel a deeper stretch on that front side. You can see, you can kind of see the right side of my neck getting a deep stretch. And I want to breathe and feel the stretch. Do that for about 30, 45 seconds. That would already felt amazing. And then I switch it up. Again, left hand behind my back. Put my right hand over my head.
I know sometimes we talk about how much strain you should feel, and out of 10, you tell me around 7 to 8 or so.
Right. When I'm doing any type of stretching, mobility, flexibility challenge with my clients, I like to say stay at around an 8 out of 10. So I'm pulling too hard where it feels like a 9 or a 10. I want to just let go of some tension, let go of some resistance, so that I'm at about 8 out of 10. When you're at an 8 out of 10, then you can kind of redline it, get to that 8.59 on your own accord, gradually and progressively through the movement, not all at once where you kind of jeopardize and compromise more than actually help your neck.
And also, it's much better to be at an 8 for 7 days in a row than a 9 one day, then you injure yourself, then 100%. You're actually going backwards.
So we did the lateral side-to-side stretch. Now I want to work on some neck circles where I'm kind of just building mobility, which is flexibility and strength, right? Through my neck. This might get some of you guys a little lightheaded, but don't underestimate the power of just going through ranges and movements that you haven't gone through before. We're so used to just being inside, tucked inside, and you're here for hours. So when someone demands you to do a circle and you're like, oh, this feels uncomfortable. No, your neck's supposed to do that. We're just so prone to being stiff and shortened up. So when we express range, We're like, oh, I'm injured. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. No, no, no. Put yourself in those uncomfortable situations. Test your range of motion. Test your limits.
And I know you tell me that to just try to do a little bit better each day, not just the same thing, but feel like you went a little bit further each day.
Exactly. Trying to make progress, and whatever that calculation for you may be, for everybody, it's different, right? For example, if I'm only able to do 3 to 5 circles before I start getting so lightheaded where I can't see what's going on around me, I know that I have a marker, 5 reps. My goal would be to hit 10 reps without getting lightheaded because I built up enough know-how and my body knows what's coming so that I'm accustomed to the movement and not sabotaged by the movement.
We got 42 folks now, so
Let's
it's
go.
a decent sized little class.
Welcome to seniorzone.com, where we show people and improve people's longevity and livelihood by teaching them how to bulletproof their back. Right now, we're teaching you guys how to fix your poor posture, which I don't blame you guys for having, right? We live in such a prone world where everything is here. So this is a great class that you guys can learn something from, where we're learning posture correction through shoulder movements. Right now, we're talking about neck stiffness and neck mobility, getting stronger with the neck.
Should we show the shoulders?
Yeah, so now we're gonna show the shoulders. Now, when I'm doing these shoulders, guys, this band or a band like this is about an 18-inch band. You can buy it for $10 on Amazon. Go on bands.com somewhere. I'm sure if there's a will, there's a way. I'm sure you guys are smart enough, if you guys are on this YouTube live, to get online and get a band. This band right here costs $10, but will save you thousands, okay? So I'm gonna show you guys 3 movements that I do with all my clients. It's a staple in my warm-up. Cliff knows this. I've been showing him since I met him 3 years ago at the Beverly Hills Cairo. But we're gonna start off by hooking our pinkies inside the band, just like this.
Show that.
Right. Once I've hooked the pinkies, and I grab the band from the top end, overhand position. Now I got a firm grip of this band. Keep my arms extended. We're gonna go with some shoulder cars or some arm circles. Now you see my mobility is pretty good. I'm a 27-year-old trainer, so I'm gonna have decent mobility. But this movement here works great for all sizes, all levels, all mobility levels. For example, if I were not to have great mobility, and I'm only able to go about here, well then I'll express this range here. I'll inhale and exhale, and I'll come back slow, and I'll gradually progress through the days. But now I know where I'm at and where I need to be able to go all the way through, come all the way back. Now, quantity over quality with these reps. You might ask, how many reps should I do to perfect my form or to get my posture better? I'd rather have 5 quality reps than 15 decent reps, okay? So, sorry about that, excuse me. Quality over quantity. Slow, controlled movements. Putting your brain in your rotator cuffs, which are these bad boys here that allow circular motion. Putting your brain there and being constantly intentional of getting blood flow through those rotator cuffs, because blood heals. So when you're slow, when you're holding certain stretches, when you're going through certain stretches, what you're really doing is getting blood flow in those areas to get them lubricated and to get them ready for the workload that's coming, right? So you've seen me do about 6 to 8 arm circles right now, all in a controlled manner. So again, just grab a band. This band will save you so much pain, money, and time.
Let me ask you something. I think what I've found is that if you're having trouble going backwards, if you make it wider, sometimes that makes it easier, right? So if someone's very stiff, is that accurate?
Right.
Like if you go a little bit wider.
If my mobility was bad, I wouldn't hook it here. I kind of would just express it to the end
to the
of
very,
it.
very end, right?
Or if even the band is just too much, pretending you have a band and being able to get to your top of the movement. And what you're gonna do is when you get to the top of the movement, just kind of open up laterally and create these invisible arm circles and then come back to the top.
Hey, what's up, Hanchika? Hanchika Chaudhry said hi.
What's up, Hanchika? Hadri, how are you?
Chaudhry.
Okay. Next movement. So I did the arm circles, right? Arm circles are great for getting that blood flow through the rotator cuffs, providing some blood and mobility here. Next, we're gonna go with some scapular retractions. Your scapulas are these 2 back muscles here. You're gonna go ahead and get an underhand grip on your band, just like this. And you're going to bite your scapulas together, keeping your chest puffed out, facing towards the sky, keeping your core engaged. And as I pull my shoulder blades back, the band by consequence comes back. And I control it back to the top of the movement. That's number 2. And the last thing, depending on the size or resistance level of your band, you're going to bite half the band just like this. And if your band's really tough and you're like, this is really heavy, we're going to start with this movement here, which is just leading your elbows up, driving the band towards your chin. Again, leading with my elbows. My elbows will be my first movement. Driving my elbows towards the sky, engaging my shoulders, holding at the top of the movement, controlling back on the way down. Lead with my elbows to my shoulders, and then control the movement. From this movement here, keep your arm extended. If it's a little too easy, over our head into some more advanced Y raises with resistance.
Hey, what's up? John Van Zant said hi.
What's up, John?
We don't know if he's related to the guy who's in The Sopranos, who's also a Van Zant.
Just teaching some Y raises to help strengthen the shoulders and the upper back, to help get you a stronger back and better posture, John. So stay tuned. Watch the video. Go buy a band. We'll probably put a link down on the description to an Amazon front where you could buy your band to help you get in the right direction.
You want to show our favorite stretch where you go like that and you can use a table or partner, but in this case, we'll show how to do it solo.
Yes, sir. So we're so pronated and inside, so we create a lot of stiffness and tightness in this upper chest and this front delt. So this next stretch is a front delt stretch. You're going to find something, prop something about shoulder level. This is not shoulder level, but it still gets the job done. You're going to see me put my hands back here. You can use a countertop. You can use a bed frame. Whatever you find at shoulder level, even if it's not shoulder level, it still get the job done. And from this stretch here, I just drive my chest towards the sky, breathing and stretching.
You can also adjust the level of stretch by kind of squatting, right? That's what I do.
Yeah, you could squat a little bit.
If you want to get it deeper. Oh, wow. We almost got 50 folks.
Nice. That's a great stretch for your front delts to help your mobility, to help your strength, and keep you up.
Yeah, that's a really good one. You want to show the we did our earlier session. We showed the some foam really good foam roller stuff, and we want to show another tool, the yoga ball. Yeah, as this is really good for posture exercises. You want to show some of your favorite?
So this yoga ball, just like the foam roll, don't get so caught up with the complexity of what do I need to do, what's the movement. Understand your problem, understand the solution. Your problem with bad posture, shitty posture, is you're internally rotated. Everything is inward. Your shoulders are inward, your chin is down, your chest is tight, so you're in this position here. So the antidote and the solution to go from this shelled inward position is to get comfortable in the opposite direction. So this here will allow me to take my spine, will allow me to take my body and open up.
Hey, Kayla. Kayla Dan said hi.
What's up, Kayla? I'm just showing you guys how to use a yoga or a stability ball to open up your posture, to fix your tight back, right? And this might feel uncomfortable for some. You can start off in this position here where my chest, my shoulders are, my hands are crossed up against my chest. And I open up. Boom. That's stretch number 1. Stretch number 2 that I want you guys to learn, we're going to hit this side plank position here. You're going to post your hand up here. And I'm keeping my knee down, leg extended. Depending on the size of your stability ball, some people might be a little bigger than others. I will either post my hand up without my elbow touching the ground, or if it's a shorter ball, I'll keep my elbow down. And I'm just reaching, getting my last stretch, my QL stretch, getting the whole right side of my body stretched out. And I could do a dynamic movement where I extend out, come back in, or I can just hold it and breathe. That's that one.
Want to show the reverse side?
I'll show you guys the other side. Again, sending the ball on your side. Keep your knee down. Here, leg extended. Reach over your body. Get a deep stretch. Come back.
This one really is good for stretching the obliques, which is not the easiest area to stretch. So a lot of folks are tight there and don't know how to loosen it up. And this is one of the best ways.
Yep. There we go.
All right.
And the last movement that I want to show you guys will pin yourself on your knees. You'll put the stability ball on your chest. So now you're in this inclined position. I keep my feet pressed up against the floor. And I open up into a Y raise. And you don't need too much movement to feel it. Matter of fact, too much movement might actually sabotage the whole exercise altogether. So you want to start off just thinking about your back doing 90% of the work. I engage my back, I come down. I engage my back, I come down. I engage my back, I come down.
And this is hitting all sorts of muscles. This is hitting your scapula, behind your shoulders, also your abs as well.
My abs,
your lower back,
my upper back, my
right?
mid back,
Yep.
Also improving and strengthening my posterior and my glutes. So that's 3 exercises with the stability ball that can really strengthen your back, okay? So we're gonna use the foam roll to release, and we're gonna use the stability ball to create stretches and to create exercises that strengthen all those little muscles in your back to keep your posture strong for the next however many years we got on this earth.
Can we discuss the scapula and then show some basic scapula exercise? Because I think that's something that a lot of folks don't even understand. We got about like 7 minutes left, so I thought that would be a good one.
Okay. So the scapula is 2 muscles that are inside our upper shoulder blades. So just inside here.
I'll show right here. This area right here is often gets very, very tight and is underworked, and it gets very tight and stiff as we get older unless you really work on it. And I've done a lot of work with Frankie, and he's helped me with that tremendously. So I just wanted to show you guys some ways to work on that.
Okay, so one way that we can work on that, we showed you guys with the scapular retractions with the bands.
Yeah.
Right? But if you come over here, if you can find some cables at your local gym, put this away. So you'll find 2 cables, and you can start off really, really lightweight. Grab opposite cables. So the left hand will grab the right cable, the right hand will grab the left cable, and you just retract back.
And believe it or not, even the smallest amount of weight, you feel it, because this isn't a big muscle that you're working. Yeah, that's really good for strengthening.
That's a really good strengthening exercise. Also, you can just take 2 dumbbells, prop your incline bench.
Hey, Corner Clubhouse Cobalt. CCC just said hi, so just saying hi.
What's up? You grab 2 dumbbells. You prop your chest against the bench, any bench, and you open up.
Oh, yeah, that's a real good one. You want to show the Supermans on the floor as the last one?
So we showed what you can do on the cables to strengthen your scapula, what you could do on the bench with dumbbells. And if you, for some reason, can't find cables or a dumbbell, we'll get on the floor and use our body weight. I'm going to show you guys the Superman, which is here. I'm wearing a beanie, so it's great if you don't have a beanie, maybe a towel or something so you can lay your forehead on it. And all you're going to do, is lay down, put your forehead down on the ground, drive everything up, engage your lower back, engage your glutes. So we're going to go ahead and perform 10. Just try to pay attention, take note of how I'm moving, what I'm engaging. So we're here.
Do you sometimes do a static hold on it too?
Yep. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Woo!
Yeah, that hits it.
And those, I just showed you guys and demonstrated those 3, and my back is feeling super strong right now. So go ahead and give those a try.
Awesome. Well, we got like 3 minutes left. Do you want to just talk about how important it is to do these in terms of frequency? It's not about doing these. It's not about doing 1 in 10 session. It's about daily progression.
Right. I like to say, and I said this at the beginning of the video, I'd rather you give me 10 minutes for the next 30 days every day than 1 hour of trying to get your back and your posture correct in one session and thinking that that's going to work. It's pretty delusional to think that one session, when it took you 4 years to develop bad posture, weak back, to think that you're going to fix it with 1 or 2 sessions. So frequency as far as doing these PT stuff daily, like a daily supplement, is something that's going to take your mobility to the next level.
Yeah, absolutely. We got 2 more minutes left. Any more? What's your favorite anti-injury exercise for anything, for any muscle group? What's yours personally?
I'm going to say, just because it's the most underrated of all body parts, I would say all feet and ankle mobility. So you would think, how does that have to do with my back or my neck or my bad hips or my bad knees? Everything starts at the base of your body, right? From the bottom of your feet, we have 26 bones, we have 33 joints, we have 100 plus nerves, we have a whole ecosystem at the bottom of our feet and way more ecosystem at our ankles. These are 2 things that doctors go to school for 4 years just to learn the bottom, just to learn your feet, just to learn your ankles. So these are things that if I had to say, hey, improve one thing, I don't know you, I don't know what may be injured. It might be your neck, it might be your back, it might be your hips, it might be your knees. But I can tell you, if you strengthen your hips, if you strengthen your ankles, if you strengthen your feet, if you get your feet more flexible, it's going to be a direct correlation to improving everything up the kinetic chain.
Well, now that you tease that, you got to show at least 1 foot strengthening and mobility exercise.
Okay. Let me show you guys the most basic and common thing that we can do. It's a simple, controlled calf raise, pressing through the balls of my feet, engaging my calves. As you can see here, I have pretty defined calves. And if you need balance, you can hold on to something and just be intentional and consciously trying to create that stretch, create that flexion at the top of the movement. You want to perform about 25, 30 reps. If you can't get to 30 reps, your first order of business is to build enough mobility and muscular endurance to get yourself to 30 reps. If 30 reps are not only manageable but kind of easy, go ahead and do 30 reps times 3 rounds. So 30 reps, then you take a break, and you do 30 reps again. You
And
can
then there's
perform
hold the
standing.
last one that you always make me do.
You can perform standing calf raises, or you can perform seated calf raises, but just being able to consciously strengthen the ankles, strengthen the calves, is going to take you to new heights with your body and your mobility. And then the last thing is the front of your ankles and the front of your calves, which is those tibs, right? So if you follow me here, if you post up against the wall, bring your ankles, bring your feet up, and strengthen that front part.
Tib raises.
And you're going to see this all work. The front of your ankles, the front of your calves.
So, folks, the good news is that we recorded a full session of how to bulletproof your legs and strengthen them. And so that's going to be out in like a week or two. So subscribe to Senior Zone, and Frankie is going to show you everything there. And thanks for being here. We're actually at the peak here now. We're at almost 60 folks. So it looks like a lot of people enjoyed this, and we just did it impromptu. And we'll be back for more. The whole point here is just to make it aging easier and to reverse the process. Any final last words?
I hope you guys subscribe to seniorzone.com, where I'll be showing you guys more and more exercise every day to help you bulletproof your body. And like Cliff said, longevity over everything. Being able to live a
100%.
long, healthy life is going to be the premise and the main thing of this channel. So please give us a follow. If you enjoyed this, like it up. And thank you, and I'll see you guys again soon.
Thanks, guys.
Peace.